Mortal Kombat 1 has nearly sold 3 million copies, according to the CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery, David Zaslav. These sales are going much faster than Street Fighter 6. However, Street Fighter is a much more polished game than MK. But MK is winning where it matters most to the businessmen. So how did it get to this point? Well, a brief history of MK would say it began in 1992 from the arcade scene. Then it moved to the movies in 1995, had a crazy 3D era in the 2000s, and then it really reset itself in 2011 into the current era now. There's been iconic characters that have been cosplayed by many people, especially women around the world. And let's not forget the origin of the ESRB rating. How could Mortal Kombat not be the most popular fighting game with those accolades? Yet, many people still can't understand how it's so popular as a fighting game, especially without a popular Asian audience or player base. If this series is not for you, then that's fine. And for those that still want to understand more, may you hear me out. Hey, this is AD, and let me tell you this. Mortal Kombat has gotten the simple things right that appeal to the majority of people. That would be characters, button layout and combo system, a variety of single player modes, and of course, the realistic graphics. And what's that? Bad animations? Sure, but who cares with amazing graphics? And it doesn't look like a mobile game. Why work so hard like this?
Well, our designers here are very good, and they're also very experienced at what they do. But even with all their talent, it takes one of our designers up to 16 man-months to complete just one character. So what we had to do was we had to divide the artist teams for each individual art process in order to maximize our efficiency and streamline our productivity. So this helped us meet our deadline.
So, KOF fans and fake KOF fans, I'll hold this L just for us. Because why do all this work just for people to say this is low budget, retro, small, or cheap? Realistic graphics work because that's how people perceive something is worth more and has more effort put into it, when we all know it's not true. It also doesn't make people feel awkward to play because reasons, I guess. Now, even if the characters look great, you can say so many of them look similar. But I'll say this, it works, especially in other games too. People like League of Legends, and I have to agree with Majin Obama on this one.
Yeah, see, I get it now. I get it. Every league, there's only really like 10 league characters.
Right.
But every league character has like 10
colors.
10 variations where you're like, okay, this is my particular spice. I understand. This is like, okay, gun person, do you want Devil May Cry gun person? Do you want Bayonetta gun person? Do you want, I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
Do you want big gun person? Do you want big gun little girl? Do you want, I get it.
You want Yordle with bombs.
Fuck.
Now, Mortal Kombat uses a dial-up combo system, similar to Tekken, but definitely not the same. With Mortal Kombat, moves come out a little more delayed so that your inputs feel more, I'd say, committed compared to other fighting games. Special moves seem traditional, but they don't always have the extra step of input, usually diagonal, like other fighting games. Tekken is also popular with a casual audience, being a good pick-up and play game, and having a similar combo structure throughout the legacy of the game. And then there's the block button, which works fine, just like in Super Smash Bros., because most people think there's a block button in video games like these. Now, the biggest thing that MK offers that has gotten it this far has always been the single player experience. especially over other fighting games. There's puzzle combat, cart combat, chess combat, test your might, the amazing crypt, and of course, conquest mode, aka world tour mode, which I would recommend you watch GuilewinQuote's video on conquest mode. Topping off the fun single player modes, there is then the story mode, aka the playable movies that casuals love.
So, a married lieutenant princess over there. Always had a thing for blondes. Ever since Susie DiNardo Junior year. Take it from me, you didn't miss much. That woman over there, she's the real deal.
Oh, I got eyes, brother. As younger you, I solemnly swear to tap that at the earliest opportunity. What? It's our destiny. Out.
How the hell do I ever sleep with that guy? Who's your father? I can't believe I just said that.
Look, my dad isn't the Johnny you know. He grew up. I like to think you rubbed off on him. As a kid, I looked up to both of you.
My dad, your grandfather, was my hero. Called me Private Pumpkin.
Huh. That's what you called me. We should get back to work.
Now, I do not enjoy this whole movie game aspect that's always dropped into video games. However, it's easy going for most players. Plus, people want to just see character interactions they always dreamed of. And I will say, I think Mortal Kombat did wrap up this whole multiverse timeline thing pretty well for the most part. Now, I would prefer gameplay to affect the story like the original Blaze Blue, which was a visual novel. But I do understand it's not the same, and it doesn't have to be the same for every game. Plus, movie games make a lot more money, so yeah. Mortal Kombat is truly the comfort food for fighting games for many video game players out there. This franchise will only grow with newer movies, animations, and other media. No matter how similar or generic it can seem at times, the franchise has already pushed boundaries where now it can just coast on the success it's made. It's become more than a fighting game because of these reasons and its impact, as I said before. And it's an all-around good game. Usually an all-around good game. Yeah. I also highly recommend you watch Kumanchu on why Brazil loves Mortal Kombat. Otherwise, let me know what you think.